Hi Crafty Friends, I'm here to share. Actually, I'm going to do a cover for an album I just started, and I wanted to make it a shaker, and so I wanted you to come along with me. This die is from Scrap Diva Designs, and it's the mason jar shaker. There's a bunch of pieces here. Let me dig them from my pile here. I don't usually use these little pieces, not right now anyway. So here's this for the album. This is for the shaker, and then this is for, whatever you want your album to design to have. So I'll put those aside, and let me find, so I did some die cutting. I did a ton of die cutting, and I just realized too, so when I've been cutting the foam, this is a foam, let me see if I can scoot in here. When I cut out foam for my shakers, they tend to stretch, and I didn't know why, and I didn't know if there were any tips out there to help with that. But anyway, today I put down, so I'll show you. So I put down, I'll put down this, like the shake. So this is the shaker part. So I cut this out, and then I put another piece of cardstock underneath, and then sandwiched it in my die mats, and then cut it through, and it cut it amazing. So anyway, hopefully that will help somebody, because I have been struggling with it stretching once it goes through the die machine. So anyway, hopefully that will help somebody. I wish I would have had that help along when I started doing some shakers. So I just wanted to take you along with me creating this front cover, and I'm going to do a sequence mix. So just to give it some sturdiness, because I cut out the wrong pieces, I'm using this pattern paper on the back side here, and then I have I believe this is I don't know if it's 110-pound cardstock, but it's a heavy cardstock. I didn't have the papers. I took the paper out of the package, so I don't know, and I don't remember what it was when I bought it, but I know it's heavy cardstock. Okay, so this paper is from Simple Stories, and it is my new favorite collection at this moment. I am loving it. So hopefully you don't get tired of me posting projects with it, because I am going to be using it until I get tired of it. Okay, so I did cut out 2 foam pieces just because I want to have room for my sequence mix. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I'll have to do it on camera. I did not cut the acetate. Let me make sure I'm doing this on the right side, because it doesn't line up if it's not the right side. Okay, let me get my acetate out. And what I'm going to, actually I'm going to glue this down, except for the top part first, then do the bottom part, and then we'll cut it, and that way I'll give the foam pieces to a little bit time to dry. I just want to make it doesn't. Okay, so that is the top. Like I said, if you don't have these, they do not, if you switch it this way, it's not going to line up because of the jar cover. Okay, so I'm going to glue these, put it here. I'm going to glue these two together. Sometimes I use thick chipboard, not really super thick, but like I told you, the foam was giving me problems where it was stretching and it wasn't lining up. And so anyway, I thought, well, I'm just going to use some chipboard to layer and get some height on the shaker. And I think this is the side here. And again, I'm using my phone, so hopefully I'm checking here to see if I'm in frame. I've been using for how long my webcam, and I just hated the quality of the whole thing. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna try my phone, and I can't believe how easy it is. So that's what I get for not even trying. Okay, so then you want to get your piece for the top, make sure that's going to fit. And then I'm going to glue this part down. You always want to give your foam pieces, all your layers, time to dry because they still kind of shift. But obviously for the sake of doing a video, okay, we're going to try and make it work and not have it shift. So what kind of videos do you all like to watch? I watch all over the place. I watch swaps, I watch tutorials on how to create new stuff. I haven't done a card video, and I know Christina would love me to create some cards. So when I get in the card mode, I'll have to turn my recorder on. So you just want to kind of make sure it's all lining up, and don't press too much because it messes with it. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, so now, actually, let's move this aside. I'm going to get my die machine here. And let me see which piece I need to get this one, I believe. Okay, yep. Move this back. And you guys, if you have not heard of this die machine, I'm sure you have. I don't know why I never heard about this die cut machine from Anna Griffin, the Empress. It is amazing. I had a Gemini, the big Gemini, for I don't know how many years, and that thing was killing me, my neck, and anyway, it was not a good thing. So I finally, I heard it from Kelly, who I did a swap with on scrapbook.com with Renee Bouquet's hosting, and they started chatting about it, and I thought, I need to look into this. They were saying it doesn't warp, and it's amazing, and so there was a sale, so I had to give it a try, and I can't even believe how amazing it is. And I've been using it for probably a month now, and it has not warped. Okay, so another tip, if you haven't heard this before, is when you're cutting acetate, put a cardstock piece down, and that helps it cut through. I don't, for whatever reason, it helps stabilize it or whatever, but if you don't do that, it does not cut it through, and you might have to run it through a couple times. But anyway, this machine is amazing. I think I'm going to run it through another time. Sometimes it shifts it. Let me make sure. Hopefully it didn't. It didn't get this one side very good. Let me see if I could pull it up or even cut it. Let me move this. The only thing I don't like about it, has a handle here, but I can't lift that all the time because of my neck. So anyway, it's even harder though to lift it because there's not much to grab on to, and this sucker's heavy. Okay, so let me get my good scissors and let's just cut. This is what I had to do a lot when I was, when I didn't put a cardstock piece down, but this, it cuts much better, and I only have to do a little bit sometimes, cut using my scissors. Okay, so there's the acetate. Make sure I'm doing it on the right side. It's hard to see the acetate here. So there's one that on the left side, the little top notch here is higher than this side, so that, you know, gives you an idea of whether you're doing it right. So, okay, so I like that. So let's glue down. I don't know if there's something that'll help. So you can see the acid. No, that helps. See that the glue is still not dry. But it does give you time to line stuff up. Okay, it's not gonna be perfect, but you always want to try to get it really close. So I'm gonna glue this. I haven't tried my Fabri-Tac on this. I've always seen the ladies use this type of glue, or the art glitter, or the Barely Arts, or Barely glue, I think it's called. So anyway, I do like this Nouveau glue. So you just want to set it down, try to get it as close as possible to perfect. And just kind of gently push down. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside, and then let's make sure it's still recording. Okay, let's make the sequins mix. Oh, actually, let me glue this part. So I did, for the jar top, the mason jar cover, I did cut out the foam piece to give it dimension. So let's just glue that down so it starts drying. And it does have embossing on it. Just set that aside. Okay, I don't have a fancy little bowl like I see these ladies. They have cute little spoons, and so anyway, I'm just using what I have. And I just grabbed some colors that I thought would work with this paper collection. And I can't remember where I got this one from, these two, but these are really pretty. And then I have a pack of mixed. I have some stars, and then I have some like an off-white cream color, and then I also have some beads. So sequins are so fun. I love using them. I'm just gonna probably make a good batch so that way I can use them for, I think I'm gonna make a couple cards out of the mason jar die from Scrap Diva Designs. Okay. I love these stars. Isn't that pretty? And I think I'm gonna put some of these in. There was something else I used for one of my sequence mixes. Actually, I don't know where I got this mix from, but I love it. And I'm almost out. I'm just going to use the rest. So here's a tip. If you don't have, you know, a way to store your sequins mix and you don't know what to do for a while, I use the, oh my gosh, what are they called? I don't know, I can't think of the word, but they're for food. I can't think of what they're called right now, but they have different sizes, and they actually had a larger size, but I haven't been able to find it. So anyway, that's how I've been storing some of my sequins until I find a solution to organizing them. And actually, there's some butterflies in this pack I didn't see. And then there's more butterflies. This pack, I could not, oh, I see. See if I can open this. Okay. And then sometimes I put micro beads in. It just depends on what I'm working with and what colors, obviously. Is that like this from Buttons Galore? I was putting some of this mix in some of my shakers, but I don't think that color goes, so I think that's it. So that is really pretty. Okay, so let's grab this. It's given it a little more time to dry. Okay. Make sure it's all going to line up. Okay. Oh. Okay, let's add some sequins. So pretty. You just want to try level it out. And I notice my frame is a little spread out too far. Okay. I wish I had, let me see if I can grab. I want to put, oh, where is it? My desk is a mess, but trying to, oh, there they are. Let me see if a Rene Bouquet's butterfly will fit in there. If you make the shaker, you know, the dimension deep enough, you can put buttons. I've put buttons in there before. Where are my buttons? Oh, here's the bigger size here. I can't find them anymore, and I wish I could because I can use them for more. Find a blue one. I think that's fun. Let me make sure. I don't know if this is going to fit. So this is Renee Bouquet's Tiny Treasures Butterflies. And this is one of my favorites. I'll take the antenna off, and she has some foam on it. You can take that off so it doesn't have any dimension on it. And actually, let me put I do have my glue gun. Let me try to add this antenna back on. For some reason, my glue, when I use my glue gun, sometimes my embellishments just pop right off the paper. I don't know if it's because we're in the desert or if it's just so dry. For whatever reason, I had a flower pop off yesterday, one of my projects I was working on. Hopefully that stays. Oh, no, it's not. Well, it's not going to have an antenna. Oop. I don't even know if you'll be able to see this one because I am going to decorate it, so I don't think I'm going to put it. I'll put that on the outside, but that sometimes I do put it on the inside. Okay, so let's do this part, which can be tricky if if the lighting isn't very good. Obviously, you want to make sure you have enough glue on there, but not too much. Okay, let's try this out. Let's shake that one more time. And this part, once you have it down, don't move it around too much. And you just want to kind of give it gentle little pushes. What I've done, which I'm not going to I was going to decorate this with you guys, but I think I'm going to stop here, and the next video will be decorating some of the pages and the cover because I need this to dry. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down and make sure I'm on the right. Okay. So with shakers, time is your best friend. So you just got to give it time to just grip and just stay glued down. And so what I like to do, let's get my book down. And just put that down for like 15-20 minutes. So anyway, that is all I'm going to do today. And stay tuned for the next step, which will be decorating at least the cover and maybe a couple pages. Thank you. Happy crafting.